start นะ
Okay, you're live. When you want to close, you're live.
นี่นะวิดเรสนะจ๊ะสวัสดีค่ะ Welcome to online talking tonight. Tonight is very special that we have someone that very special. He is the one that running advertising in USA now. His company name is Zebra, and his name is Rocco. And Rocco is with us now. สวัสดีค่ะ
Nice to meet you, everyone.
Okay, so today, this is the first time that we try to organize with someone that very professional about advertising, because I know that you know everything more than me for sure, 100%, because you are doing long time ago there, right?
Yeah, I've been doing that for a long time, 14 years now.
Oh, 14 years. I just started something like 8 years only. Mm-hmm.
8 years is a long
So-
time.
No, not so long, same like what you did. So I would like to just start the first question. The first question that I would like to know that how you start and you think about, oh, I will do advertising. I will do this kind of the job. How you can get in about advertising line like this?
It was an interesting decision. Overall, like when I was younger, I went to study in the United States for my second bachelor. When I was done with the second bachelor, I had to go back to Italy because of the student visa. I couldn't stay in the country. When I was back in Italy, I soon realized that my career perspectives were very limited. There wasn't much to do. What was there wasn't exciting. So I basically sit down and I thought, what can I do to jumpstart my career? I had two skills. On one end, I knew finance because I'd done a master in finance. On the other end, I also knew marketing, and I was thinking about the similarities of the two markets. In finance, you invest in stocks, you get results in a relatively short time frame. But the problem with finance is that it's going to be very hard to find people that trust their money because you're young, you have never done it. Digital marketing is a market where you invest money to generate results for the client, similar to the stock market, but you're selling products and services. And I was like, yeah, maybe that's something I could do. Therefore, started to look for clients in Italy for 9 months. I couldn't because everybody thought I was too young to do that. At the time, I was 20 when I started this. So one day I wake up and I decide to target American clients, and I offered my services for $1. And that's how I got my first clients. And from there, I slowly grew, acquiring clients, testimonials, to the point where I decided that from a strategic and financial standpoint, it made more sense to try to move the company to the US. So I worked toward an investor visa. I eventually managed to get in the country, and then I've been here for 7 years now.
It's enough for this experience that you have, because maybe you have some kind of background and you adapt and adjust with advertising that become your company right now. It's more interesting than mine, because for me, I just think that what I have to do if I would like to make some money, that I don't want to go to work with anyone. I just try to sell something by online every day. That if I want to enjoy life, if I want to pay just something that I don't have to think so much, I just do advertising. Because my thinking is advertising now is the way to make money really easy. This is my thinking. Only now, because you have the phone, you can take your phone, you put post, you put advertising like that, you can earn some money. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
This
it's very complicated to do. There is a lot more to it, particularly when it comes to algorithm and optimizations. But yeah, online gives you access to literally the whole world, like if you do it right. So you have more opportunities to generate income as far as business goes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Yes, that's true. So everyone that if would like to start with advertising, they have to do. I think that every day that they do more and more and more, they have more experience. Also, say me that I have to learn from someone else, I have to know from someone else like this and improve every day like that.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, like the biggest thing nowadays is customer behavior, because the advertising online is not cheap, right? And doing it organically by posting stuff never works out nowadays. So you need to learn how to track user behaviors, understand how to find the right users at the right time. You need to understand a lot actually of how a business works, because at the end of the day, you need to do profitability analysis for a business and understand what is the bottom line, what the break-even point is. So it requires a little bit more than marketing skills, and that's why most marketing agencies eventually don't do a good job, because they don't know the other side of the medal, whatever happens inside a business. A marketing company that understands how to run a company, that's where you're going to find success and results.
Yes, that's true. We made so many things more inside that. If you do the company, you have to know so many things about that. I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next question, I would like to know if you have the customer. If someone say, okay, I want to do advertising with you. First thing that you have to think about or focus or what you have to do first when you get your customer.
The first thing I need to know is I need to understand the ins and outs of their business. I give an example. Let's say you are, I don't know, a supplement company. You sell protein, let's imagine. I need to know how much it costs you to produce the product, how much it costs you to ship the product, what your margins are, what your operational costs are. Because if your product, let's say, costs $35, and I know that your cost of goods is $20, most likely you're not going to get a sale for $10 online. Once I know this information, the next thing I need to know is their customer lifetime value, their overall customer retention rate. By doing that, I can understand how their business operates, and I can understand, first of all, if digital marketing is a viable solution for the product they have. And secondly, what strategic insights I need to recommend them in order to make digital marketing work for them. So that's the first thing I always look at, how a business operates and what happens behind the scenes.
Okay. I understand that. So something like this means you have to talk with them and go back to see what they are doing the first
Exactly.
step, right? Before you do advertising. Okay. Okay. It's just how you have to sell after that. You have to understand. You have to know the background. You have to know what kind of the product. You have to know the profit also, right? The
Correct.
profit of the products. And seeing that how you can make it run, how you can make this advertising to be success in this way, right?
That is correct. That's the only way to run a business successful. There is no other way, unfortunately. And many companies don't do that. And that's why a lot of
Yes,
this are not
yes, I
successful.
know. Yes, I know that because in Thailand it has so many companies that they never ask what are you selling. They don't care that what that mean. What is your business or what is your product? They just okay. You want to do advertising? I just post your advertising only like that. No one asks. No, this is the way mostly people do. Very difficult to find a company that think about who you are.
Exactly.
But yeah, but still that no one know now. No one know and say, okay, I don't know how to do advertising. I go to other company to do advertising. I pay them and then I can earn money. I can become rich, something like that.
Yeah.
But they don't understand. But they don't understand. So many times I have to say, no, you have to know everything first. Before you do advertising, you cannot just take money and don't have to nothing happen to the customer. Nothing happen really.
Yeah.
They
And
say, oh,
a competitive analysis is also something nobody does, but particularly if you sell a product, you need to see price variations in the market, differentiation points of your product versus another company, because at the end of the day, you also always need to think like who is buying the product you're advertising. So if you're selling, I don't know, a makeup, is there comparable makeup at a cheaper price? Is your makeup a better quality? And that's why it costs more. Like, you need to think like the end client to understand how you can make a company successful. And there are times where I go to client and say, if you're advertising this product at this price in this market, there is no way you're going to be successful, because there are alternatives on the market that they're not considering. So a lot of times companies laser focus on what they think the product is the best, but maybe it's not the best the way they think it is, and you need to be realistic and understand how to approach the market for such a product.
Yes. I hope that something going to happen and change the online advertising in Thailand more. I think that can improve because I would like that everyone understand and try and start to know that, start to improve to do so many things. So like this e-commerce will be very good in Thailand. Okay. Now let's see another question that okay. I just would like to know that now, do we need to consider or have something that's going to change or any new update about advertising or something that people that do advertising now and need to know now that okay
Well,
now maybe next
you mean like changes in the market, right? Like overall what's going
yes something like now we go in this direction we have to aware of this we have to look and focus on this more something like that.
Yeah, so the big change that has happened this year in online advertisement is related to the cookies. Apple has created an earthquake in digital marketing for the reason that they basically are stopping to report conversions to platform. This is impacting advertisers majorly because one of the reasons that you use cookies is to be able to serve an ad to people that are shopping for a product online. So let's imagine I'm shopping for a pair of shoes and I didn't buy any yet. In the past, you were able to easily show other shoes to this customer online, simplifying
Yes.
their decision-making process. It was giving them alternatives. Right now, that's becoming more difficult and more difficult because of tracking issues, which is causing small businesses to have trouble making profits online. This change started this year, continuing into 2023, and it's going to be a big problem for small businesses to survive that shift on, particularly it's affecting Facebook the most.
On Facebook because we mostly now doing advertising on Facebook
And Instagram, yeah.
Facebook and Instagram okay. So this is something that's very important that we need to know.
Correct. Yeah, that's like
Maybe
a big problem.
in the
And
next 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year, what do you think?
it already started this year, and next year is gonna be finalized, but you can see the impact already. Many businesses have closed as a result of that. So it
Okay.
takes a lot more work to generate the same results for a client as a result of that.
Yes. We have to do so many things more now to think about how we can adjust ourselves or think about how we can survive with that. Because normally in Thailand, there are many target of people. So mostly people use more Facebook, the target that
Yeah,
pay more.
this is impacting mostly Instagram and Facebook, but all the platform really. Those two have had the biggest impact because they have the biggest chunk of advertisers.
Yes, that's true. Hmm. Okay, we have to think about that. So then the last question that I would like to know, and is important. You are doing advertising now in USA. I would like to know that, do you have any technique or any idea that we can adjust or use in Thailand, in Asian market or advertising in Thailand? Do you have some technique that you think
Mm,
that this one you can use, this one you can try to use, this one you can try to adjust in the market here?
Yeah, I think like there are two very different markets, right? So the consumer behaviors might be different, but overall, there are a few things to consider when it comes to that. The first thing is that all customers need to have their questions answered once they visit your website. There is a very simple rule in marketing called the 5 W's and the 1 H, which basically says whenever somebody visits your website, they're fundamentally trying to get an answer to 6 questions: who, what, why, when, and where, and how. This is such a basic rule, but nobody follows it because they try to make a website that looks nice, but with little content. But in reality, you want to see reviews, you want to see product images, you want to see text explaining how to take advantage of that product. So that one rule, if you follow it well, it works in every market, because no matter if you're American, Thai, or Italian, you want to have the questions answered. In addition to that, many people forget that the most ways you have to potentially get to a sale, the more likely it is that you're gonna get a sale. So if you're, for example, selling a service, you should be able to get a chat on your website, a phone number, a form, a WhatsApp, if you guys use WhatsApp. So there is a lot that can be done from the standpoint that also works in your market. But more importantly, I think that in Thailand, you could use a lot of videos, particularly on TikTok, if you guys have the platform usage high, because TikTok is something that is very engaging. You can give a lot of information within a short time frame, which will help the customer get to understand and know the brand more. So I think this is something that is universal, and marketing in reality is never about doing something crazy or perhaps something so innovative. It's always about doing the basics things right, and that's what gets you the result.
Yes, that's true. So mean that we should collect any kind of contract or any information for your customer and keep that any way that we can have, and then try to promote in many platforms that we can, especially now for TikTok, that is easy way to meet people, to have people, to contact with people,
Yeah,
right?
that is correct.
Normally,
It's
yes, because I see many people that they can become famous in over one night. They can they they can sell everything a lot that only people know them only one night, something like that. I understand, but if something else that we can do more than advertising, you mean what do you think if we don't do advertising, but we do only something like this in TikTok or in another kind of platform that can have also more results, something like you do advertising?
Well, overall, the strategy that generates the most result is omni-channel advertising. Like, you cover all the channels, because what you want is that the customer that sees you on Facebook, the next time they go on TikTok, they also see you. That gives some sort of impression that the company is big enough to be on both platforms. So there is an immediate trust factor there. So omni-channel marketing is very important. And many people think it's expensive, but there is actually, it's not true, because what you do is you do remarketing. So if somebody gets on your website from platform A, you install a pixel from platform B that tracks the users, and when this user goes on a social media platform, you show an ad of your product. It's still omni-channel marketing, and it is very effective to make your brand become a top of mind choice for the consumer.
So everywhere the customer go, we miss out anyway. This channel, another channel, this channel. So they have the chance and we have the chance to meet them anyway.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, Rocco. I'm not good in English to explain so much. You see that? Sorry. But today, all of this is very good information from you, because this is the first time that I just talk about people that not Thai, exactly not Thai, that doing advertising. So this is something very new and very good information for us, because every day. So now every day they come to see, they start to understand that, oh, the way to do advertising, not only in Thailand, to open the mind and understand, okay, we have to do example that what you say, you can collect all of information from your customer. They can meet us everywhere they go, or to do advertising, not only to put money and do advertising. You have to know what kind of your product, who is your customer, and how much your product to, because no one think about it. They just say, okay, I have money, I put money, and then I do advertising.
No, you're right. That's not the way to go. Like it would not work. I don't think it works in Thailand here.
Yes, that's true. Because I said, no, you have to know who you are. You cannot just, okay, I have money, I try to put money, and then I will get my customer. Many people still think like that, because I have one lady that I know her. She said, I think that I have money. I try to put this. It doesn't work. Tomorrow I put another, until she said, I cannot anymore. I cannot anymore. But she cannot sell anything. So I said, no, now you know that only money cannot make you earn some money. You have to know everything. You have to know. I think that we have to know the technique of that. That you have to know this, something like the step 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then everything start to work in the products that you are selling now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's a very good words.
Yeah. You have to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Not only, okay, I put money, something like I go to the end, I go to number 10, and then I finish here. Something like that.
Yeah.
Mhm. So, Rocco, thank you so much for today that you come to talk with me, to be my guest. And I hope that next time you would like to come again.
Of course,
Because
anytime you want, just shoot me a text or an email, and I will be glad to join.
yes, because next time maybe we can talk about something more deep about advertising, that you can give us some information. I think about something that you said. Now we have to worry about Facebook, that they're going to change, or they change already. What we have to do next? Many people would like to know that, and would like to prepare themselves to see what's going to happen, and what we have to do with that, because our customer is mostly in Facebook.
No, I'm
That's
really glad to help you guys out, and thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you so much, Rocco. ขอบคุณค่ะ I say thank you in Thai ขอบคุณค่ะ like this.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.